Hey guys, welcome back to Fit After 50. Welcome to our basement and welcome to our workout. My name is Paul and today we are starting up a new series of beginning strength workout. It's going to be 4 weeks long with, as always, 2 workouts per week on Monday and on Thursday. So if you're new here, if you want to follow along with me, don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell, and workouts come out, like I said, every Monday and every Thursday. So we're starting off building strength at home. Just going to need a set of dumbbells for today. You might need a set of resistance bands, and we'll talk about that during the workouts as I will explain these exercises as we go along. 5 different exercises today, I should say. Very simple. This is going to be very basic. That's how you should start everything that you do, especially working out. They say building strength is the new fountain of youth. I'm 54. Let's get started. We're getting started with goblet squats. We're going to do 3 sets of goblet squats. Nice and easy, all right? So grab your weight. If you have something to elevate your heels with, or you feel like you need to elevate your heels. For instance, when I squat, I just use a 2x4 I put down on the floor. Elevate your heels, it'll help your mobility, all right? And if you don't need it, that's great. We'll just starting off with some goblet squats. We're going to go nice and easy. You guys ready to go? 3, 2, 1, and let's go. This is workout number 1. So I want you to grab a piece of paper and a pen, a tablet or a phone, or anything you can actually jot some numbers down on, and write down goblet squats, the weight that you're using, and how many repetitions you did. It's going to be very important. It's very important to write this stuff down. For today, being workout number 1, you're just kind of getting a feel for things that we're going to be doing over the next month. And then you can progress like this. Let's do 5 more repetitions. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 more, and 5. Like I said, we are just starting out. So set number 1, and you might say, you know what, I don't have enough mobility. Maybe I need to raise my heels a little bit. You could put a book underneath your feet. If you have a set of, anything, actually, like I said, I could set up anything. You can use a book, you can use a pillow. Pillow is not going to be too stable. I use a 2x4 when I work out in the garage. That's how I elevate my heels. I also have a step that's over there, an Amazon link that I can leave in, the affiliate link for it below. If you like to get a step, it's adjustable, you can use that. It doesn't really matter. I don't care what you use, as long as you get the most range of motion that you can. All right, we're done with 1 set. Working the goblet squats. Grab your weight, and we go for set number 2. You guys ready to go? 3, 2, 1, and let's go. 1. Nice and easy. Remember, no rush. I want you to be under control at all times. Control the negative and the positive. Go down as far as you can. I don't go down that far, but I do the best that I can as long as I'm not in any sort of pain. So if my knee doesn't hurt, my back doesn't hurt, I just go down as far as I can. Let's do 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and slowly put that weight down. I'm going to keep on repeating myself today. This is workout number 1. Do not overdo it. I want you to come back for workout number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. I don't want you to get hurt because you're pushing too hard. This is just kind of to gauge your current ability, your current strength level, your current mobility level. That's what we're doing today. And from here, we can build on this. That's why I want you to jot down what you did. Goblet squats, 10 repetitions. Goblet squats, 12 repetitions. Whatever it is, with 20 pounds, 30 pounds, 40 pounds, 10 pounds, no pounds, whatever it is, write it down. And that's what you're gonna build on over the next upcoming weeks. All right, 2 down. Let's go. Last set. Grab that dumbbell and get ready to go. Ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go. 1, 2. Not sure I'm counting. 3, 4, 5. Let's do 5 more, so we'll go for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last 1 and 5. And bring it back up. And put that dumbbell down. All right, from one leg workout to another, we're gonna go to reverse lunges. Reverse lunges are a little bit easier on the knees than forward lunges. My knees are shaky, so I'm going in reverse. If you like to go forward, you can go forward. I'm going reverse. Also, I'm not going to be using any weights, at least for the first set of exercise. So it's okay not to use any weight. And then maybe next week, I'll add 10 pounds or 20 pounds or 30 pounds. You can hold the weights right here. You can hold them in the goblet. I usually prefer to hold them in the goblet, but right now, going no weights. Ready? Reverse lunges in 3, 2, 1. Step back, nice and easy, and come back up. All the work is being done on the front leg. This is the leg that's doing the work. Second, the leg that's going behind you is for balance only. And up, down, and come back up. Looking good. Down, up, down, nice and easy and slow. So keep that in mind. We're looking to get strong, guys. We're not looking to win with any powerlifting competition. We're just looking to get stronger. A little stronger than we are from week to week. Alright, let's do 3 more on each leg, right? 1, 'Thank you for lasting this far, but we're not rushing through this. Ready? Set number 3, reverse lunges, weights or no weights, up to you. Make sure you write it down. 3, 2, 1, and let's go. 1, and step back, and control all the way. Do not push back. I want you doing this. Nice and easy, and nice and easy. Feel it in the quad, right in front, right here. Down, and lift up. Down, and lift up. And up. Down. Let's do 3 more on each side. Ready? 1, and 1. 2, looking good. 2, nice and control. 3, and 3. All right, All right, does it for the legs. Moving on to the upper body. We have 3 different exercises. We're gonna have a chest press, a floor chest press. We're not using a bench. Once I said, very simple. If you have a bench, feel free to use a bench. Just be careful on your range of motion, right? We're gonna do a row after that, and then we're gonna finish off with a shoulder press. And for me, the shoulder press is usual in this basement because it's low. I'm gonna be kneeling down. If you guys have a bench, you're gonna be standing up, or a chair, you can use that. All right, let's get down to the floor presses. Nice thing about floor presses, well, there's good and bad. Nice thing about them is you are on the floor and your chest gets protected by limiting the range of motion. On the second hand, you don't get as much range, so you don't build as much muscle and strength because of the lack of range of motion. But for beginners, this is a great place to start. So grab your dumbbells. Gonna be about, say, 60 degrees to your torso, and we're gonna press up and down, nice and controlled. You guys ready to go? Head down, lower back pressed against the ground, and let's go. 1, and down. 2, down. 3, down. 4, and down. 5. Let's do 5 more. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And put the weights back down. All right, so like I said, we're just getting a gauge today of how things feel, right? So if this was light for you, you'll know next week that you need to increase the weight or maybe do more repetitions, right? Unfortunately, this is YouTube video, so you know, if you add 30 more repetitions, I'm gonna be at set number 3, you're still gonna be finishing the first one. But this is kind of how we're gauging things. You did 10 or 12 reps right now, that's fine. Gauge it, too light, too heavy. I'll show you how to add resistance bands maybe next week to the same set of exercises to make it more difficult. These dumbbells, this is the heaviest dumbbell I have here in the basement for these workouts, which is 30 pounds. For the chest press, it's very light for me. So next week, I'm gonna add extra resistance either by going slower or adding resistance bands. And I'll show you guys how to add these guys to the exercises. So once again, make sure you come back next week for variations on the same 5 exercises. All right, set number 1 done. Let's go for set number 2. You guys ready? 3, 2, 1, and lift, and control negative. Control negative. Keep going. So 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and weights back down. And sit up, and we'll take a little break, and we'll go for the final set, set number 3. Again, slow progression. I'm gonna keep on repeating the same thing over and over until we get it. If you're gonna get done with today's workout, you guys going, this was great. I don't feel like I've done anything, you know? It's okay, it's workout number 1. You're just getting your body and your muscles used to the work that is going to be coming up. You don't have to max out today or have 1 repetition, 1 rep left in the tank, or 2 or 3. It doesn't matter. We're just starting out. You have to do this in order to continue doing this and not get burned out and stay motivated, stay determined to get better. So having said that, let's get better with that chest press. Lay back down. Give me another 10 to 12 reps. So you guys ready? 3, 2, 1, and let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do 3 more. Ready? Squeeze them out. 1, 2, and 3. And weights down slowly. All right, come back up. What are we doing next? We're doing rows. Nothing like a little bit of roll. So the roll will work your back. Depending on where your arms are, if you're going a little bit higher, a little bit lower, it works different parts of your back and the back of your shoulders. We're just doing a very basic one. So you're gonna bend over, brace your core, and gonna pull back. If you guys don't know how to brace your core, take a deep breath in, have your hand on your chest and have your hand on your diaphragm. Your chest should stay still and your diaphragm should expand when you take a deep breath in. This is you breathing through your diaphragm. This is how you will brace your core. Then when you bend over, you take a breath in, and then you squeeze everything almost like you're going to poop yourself. That's kind of how the feeling we're going after. You're not going to, hopefully not, but that's your core is going to be braced, and you're going to be ready to protect that back, and then you're going to be ready to row. So let's get started with the rows. Same thing, 10 to 12 repetitions, right? So rows will work our backs and our biceps. Therefore, we're not doing the smaller muscles. You guys ready? 3, 2, 1, bend, breathe. And there we go, and squeeze, and then squeeze everything, and then up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Full range of motion. 1, 2, 3, let's do 2 more. 1, and 2, and put the weights down slowly. All right. Set number 1 in the bag. Going for set number 2 in about a minute or so. Remember, protect that lower back. You're not using a weightlifting belt or anything, so you just kind of want to bend over. Keep your torso pretty straight. Sit down a little bit. Breathe in through here, and then squeeze and push. And that's going to be your brace right there. It's like wearing a belt. It's better than wearing a belt. And it works your core at the same time. Works your core strength, not necessarily pretty muscles you might want to see in the mirror, but that's the core that you actually want to be working on, because that's the core that's effective, that transfers your strength from your lower body and your upper body and vice versa. This is the midsection, this is the part of the body that you want to work, the deep core. Set number 2, coming up. Grab those weights. I'll face this way. And you guys notice my back is rounded, just how my posture is. It's always been like that. Nothing wrong with it. It is what it is. Bend over, brace, squeeze those glutes, and let's go. 1, 2, 1, 2. Work that back. 1. Lift with your back, not your biceps so much. Concentrate on squeezing. Shoulder blades together. Ready? Squeeze and down. So 3 more. Squeeze, down. Squeeze. And 1 more. Squeeze and down. And slowly keep the weights on the ground. 2 sets down. 1 set to go. Feeling in the back. Biceps are getting the work done also. Feeling good. So this workout is going to be what? Half hour long? 25 minutes long? I have no idea actually when I started exactly. Minimum. You guys do this twice a week. Like I said, it's gonna be a Monday and a Thursday workout. Do those 2 workouts in a minimum for strength work. You want to throw in a little bit of core. We're not doing any core today. Our core is getting worked when we do some of these exercises by bracing. We're not doing anything core specific. Like I said, no specifics on smaller muscles either. We're not doing any lateral raises, any biceps or any triceps. All those things are kind of getting worked today without wasting time on the smaller muscles. We'll just look at the build general strength. 2 sets down, 1 set to go. Grab your dumbbells. I'll face you this time. You guys ready to go? Nice and easy. Bend down, brace, and let's go. 1, 2. Keep it up. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. 3 more. 1, 2, and 3. All right, 1 exercise left. Shoulder presses, not one of the big 5 exercises, right? Shoulder press. Once again, I start repeating the same thing over and over. This ceiling's really low. I cannot really shoulder press standing up without hitting the ceiling and putting a dent in the drywall. So I generally kneel down. I think today, however, I'm going to use a chair, which I don't have one. So give me a second and I'll come back with a chair. I'll see you guys in a second. All right, and magically a chair appears. Here we go. This is just to show you, you don't need any fancy equipment. You can just, even if you have a bench, you can use a chair. You can be sitting on a table. Couch may be a little bit unstable, so I wouldn't recommend that. But you can just use a chair, and it's just as good as a bench when it comes to shoulder presses. Even if you lean back a little bit on it, you're not at a 90-degree angle, which probably most of us don't have enough mobility in my shoulders. I know I don't, to sit on a bench and then press straight up. I do not. So if you lean back a little bit, you'll work a little bit more of the upper chest, but also a lot of your shoulders. Grab your dumbbells. We're going for shoulder presses. Not fancy ones, not Arnold presses, nothing spectacular, just regular shoulder presses. I'm using 25 for this. It's probably the heaviest that I'm gonna go on any of these exercises today. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do 12 repetitions, but we'll give it a shot. Ready? 3, 2, 1, up, up, down, up, down. Definitely not going for 12. I can tell you that's starting right now. Let's do 3 more for Paul. 1, 2, and 3. And weights down slowly, and down on the ground. At 25 it's a little ambitious. I mean, could I squeeze out 12? Maybe it wouldn't be pretty. So that'll could maybe follow along in week 3 when we actually are pushing ourselves. Today we're just getting numbers. For me, I should write down 8 repetitions with 25 dumbbells. So I would write, however you want to write it, whatever works for you, whatever you'll understand next week, that's how you jot it down. If you guys saw my book, I don't think anybody would understand any of it. Makes perfect sense in my head. That's all that matters. I know how to progress through my work. So this was set number 1. We got 2 more sets of shoulder presses. So we're working a lot of the back delt, a lot of the front delt on this, and also your triceps as you are pressing and extending all the way up. And like I said, if you're in a chair like me and you're leaning back a little bit, you are also picking up your upper chest. Set number 2. You guys ready to go? 3, 2, 1, up and down. Up, down, up, down. Keep on going. 5. We got 3 more. 1, 2, and 3. Oh yeah, that's a good weight for me. Again, we're not going to be entering any powerlifting competitions. We just want to get a little bit stronger. There's a study that recently came out and showed that 70-year-olds that started lifting for just a year or 2 were as able and as strong as 20-year-olds that were not lifting at all and only marginally weaker and less capable. And I don't mean like in raw strength numbers, but in simpler exercises as 25-year-olds that were working out on a regular basis. So yes, this study actually confirmed, say that strength training is the new fountain of youth. And I mean by marginally weakened, they were doing exercise like this, getting up, and let's say in 30 seconds, how many could a 25-year-old versus a well-trained 70-year-old could do? And there wasn't that much of a difference in simple exercise. This is basically a squat, right? When you're getting up off the chair. And as you get older, this is what you want to be able to do. You want to be able to just stand up and to sit back down without doing this or without doing this. You just want to be, that's what we're after. That's what the series of videos and strength training workouts is after. Set number 3, and then I'm going to let you go because we're going to be done with workout number 1 of our Getting Stronger at Home series. So you guys ready? 3, 2, 1, weights up, 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 control the weight, up, keep going. 5, 3 more. 1, 2, and 3. And now you can put the weights down. All right, well, this does it for our first workout, guys. Thank you for joining me at Fit After 50 today. My name is Paul. This is our basement. This is where we film all our workouts. This is where you Hey guys, sorry about that. The camera ran out of space on the card, but we are back. Thank you for joining me today for After 50. This is our basement. This is where we work out together for over 5 years right now. Don't forget, workouts come on every Monday and every Thursday. If you survive through this, come back for the next 7 workouts as we will progressively build on these exercises. There are gonna be different exercises on Monday and on Thursday, but then they're gonna repeat and we're gonna build on them as we're looking forward to building strength at home with very simple equipment. Once again, thanks for joining me today. My name is Paul, and I'll see you guys for workout number 2.